That was rather embarrassing. I I don't know what happened, but I was talking to myself for probably about a good 15-20 minutes while I went ahead and pressed this shirt. I was talking all about hot peel and everything else that goes on with it, and I had a camera malfunction. It happens. So the only thing left for me is to print out her name. And cut it out. So let me see what I used. One thing I will do is I'll sometimes put every type of plate that I used in here so that I know, okay, this is what I used for this, this is what I used for that. This is obviously the 8-Ball Angels file folder, I guess, if you will. And if you look in here, it shows me, okay, this is the type of material that I put on there. So go ahead and stick that one right to the front, and it's always there. That way you've got a reference. Now, fortunately for me, I can always go into my sister's room and say, hey, let me see that shirt I made for your team. Which isn't always the case. Sometimes you have to rely on your siblings. Sometimes you have to rely on your pictures, because obviously you definitely want to take pictures of stuff that you do. I mean, you should be proud of everything you do. Not everything is going to come out perfect. Not everything is going to be perfect. So right now I'm just finishing putting away all the 8-Ball Angels, because I already pressed that shirt, like I said, and made the mistake of somehow talking to myself for a couple of minutes, which I'm sure was amusing. You could have seen it from a secondary camera, which is pretty good. I'm putting my little scrapples away. And see, I do have other scrap containers too, and they might have the same style of stuff in them, but you can always, take a look in there and see if you can find something cool. I'm just going to put these in there because there's none in there, but it is what it is. And I got like this little filey full of other types of stuff, and this is like 4 or 5 pieces on top of each other, and then on top of something that I cut but I never ended up weeding out. So there that is, scrappy dappy do. And I don't see the same type of material material that I used for the name. I mean, I've got this super bright gold, but I don't, where it's a team, I don't want to have it different than the rest of the team, because everything should be pretty uniform as a team, But some teams do actually have me do individual things. Like some of the guys' teams, one guy wants a shark on his, and another guy wants a sugar skull, or another one wants an old school pin-up, which I'm more than happy to do. I have sublimation, so it's not that difficult. And on this shirt, actually, these shirts, these shirts have, I'm just going to put these two together since they're the same. I already have this in here, so even though it came out of another scrap, I'm actually putting my scraps in order. Like I said, weird ticks. Alright, so there's that. And I do have to do another skeleton one. I don't know if you can even see that, but you can see how much it weighs. I mean, it weighs a ton. But on this I'll try to actually cut this big piece out down here and the side piece so it's not as wasted. And actually that's not even a good one. That one's junk because that one doesn't have all the detail. I stopped that one, that's right. So anyways, this one actually does have sublimation. This is the it won't be bright until you press it, so I'll have to put that onto the shoulder. Anyway, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. I have a 110-inch screen and behind you, but in front of me. That way I can see little tiny specks and pieces, and I can edit those out. So I put a 110-inch screen up there. Does it work great? Yeah, it does. Alright, so I'll put this little sublimated piece on here, and then I'll cut out the name and put that on there. That should do it. And I'll be back. I'll show you what it looks like because it's already done. And unfortunately, I really did. I messed up, and I'm sorry. I'll try to make sure that the next time I do this, I involve you. All right. Thank you, guys.